Hello everyone, welcome back to the Arsenal from Hong Kong Football Daily News show. Today's video we'll be talking about how the Premier League has approved contact training later this week. We'll also be talking about some gossip transfers, including how Sane has been reserved the number 10 shirt for Bayern Munich next season, and we'll also be talking about how Jorginho has turned down offers to Juventus and Barcelona. We've got it all covered in today's show, so thank you for tuning in. The return of contact training in elite sports could get the government's approval later this week, says Oliver Downington. He said that it's not guaranteed that contact training will be allowed, but it's highly certain. Sports like rugby, football and cricket might get their training back very soon. Contact training would mean that players are allowed to touch each other, do tackles and do close passing, and not stand like 1 metre, 2 metres apart. Is this good for England in England's respect of the coronavirus? Probably not, as the coronavirus is still really high in there, but places like Germany and small European countries, this is probably a good thing. Although the British government, this is really based on the British government. Sports like rugby, for example, they are like really compact, so like tackling and stuff, but sports like cricket might be a better option, might be one of the first sports to come back, as players are really spread out when they're playing the sport cricket. Football is also one of the sports that might be coming back very soon, as a set date of June the 7th is a rumoured start date for the Premier League. Premier League will take later votes to decide if the Premier League season will resume or not, and 14 of the 20 teams would have to say yes. Premier League clubs at the moment are playing in groups of 5, but non-contact, like no contact, no tackling, and soon they'll be allowed to start tackling and stuff, but they'll have to take coronavirus checks regularly, and they'll also have to be checked for fever or cough, and they'll have to wear the face masks. German football has actually come back, as many of you do know, so this is a good point for the Premier League to start planning Project Restart, although there's still some COVID-19 positive tests in Premier League clubs. Right, so now we're going to go into some transfer gossips, and the first one that really stands out is that Manchester City star Sane has been reserved the number 10 shirt of Bayern Munich. Reports are saying that Sane is on the verge of moving to Bayern Munich, and also we've talked about in other episodes that Sane has been really on the verge of going to Bayern Munich. There'll be a few walls in place to see what's going to happen to Sane, but the big one and the main one is that Sane would have to take a 30% pay cut if he wants to join the German club. But if he doesn't want to take the pay cuts, then he will stay at Man City. There's no problem with Man City with money these days, but Bayern Munich, they are in a crisis at the moment, and they are losing quite a lot of money due to this coronavirus pandemic. Do I think this is true? Actually, I think this is very true. I think Sane will move out of Manchester City this season, and I think Bayern Munich are the favourite club. We've talked about it in every episode, and I do see him leaving Manchester City, as I don't think he's very happy there, although he's getting loads and loads of money. So let's just talk a little bit about Chelsea now. There are 2 standout news coming out of Chelsea, the London club. One of them is that Chelsea are really struggling to offload Victor Moses, as Inter Milan are very interested in him but refuse to pay £10.7 million for the 29-year-old Nigerian winger. Victor Moses has had a mixed time at Chelsea, although not really being involved that much this season. Victor Moses is a really good player, although he is getting his age now, 29 years old. Is it Inter Milan will be his last club? Who knows, but I do see the Nigerian moving out of Chelsea, as he's not getting that much playing time. Now, a little bit more on Chelsea is that Jorginho's agent says that Jorginho is happy at Chelsea and has turned down moves to Juventus or Barcelona. If he were to move to Juventus or to Barcelona, playing time will probably be a problem, as there are many other better players than Jorginho at both clubs. Jorginho has had a mixed time at Chelsea, but he is starting to have a really good time now. I would definitely take him at Arsenal. He's a really good player. He's a midfielder, so it's really good to see him turn down offers. That means he's really happy at Chelsea and he wants to stay there. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Sorry for the short episode today. Make sure you subscribed and hit the like button and share this video to your friends. I really appreciate you guys watching and keeping the likes, and leave us a comment down below. We'd nice to have a little conversation, and check out our Twitter, Facebook and Instagram pages for more information about Arsenal from Hong Kong. By the way, Jules apologises in advance that something was happening to his movie maker editor thing. It wasn't downloading, so we do apologise on behalf of Arsenal from Hong Kong about yesterday's not upload, but there should be one episode coming out tonight, if not tomorrow morning. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Ciao.